Okay, today we're going to cook wheatberry tabouli, and actually there's no cooking, it's pretty much boiling the wheat berries and everything else is fresh with it. So what we have is we have the wheat berries here, and this is 2 cups of wheat berries with 8 cups of water, and you boil it and you put salt in it. And then 2 cups of wheat berries makes about 5 cups cooked wheat berries. I'm going to take that, I'm going to put this in here. And then you add the red pepper, green pepper. I've already cut this up, but I want to show you how you can cut these. And then you take the red pepper and then you cut them on the side like this. And you have the pepper like this instead of cutting them all around. You just cut them and you cut those veins right off. Then the slice comes off really nice and you don't have that white pith on it. And you just cut around, cut around, cut around. Then you don't get any seeds. And then you have that nice clean red pepper and green peppers. And then you just take it, and I cut it with the skin down because it cuts a lot smoother and it doesn't slide. And you just slide your knife when you cut it. And you want to cut these about 1/4 of an inch thick. And you cut those in length like that, line them up, cut them like that. And you slide the knife, don't chop down like that, and slide and it glides. I'm going to throw that in the wheatberry mixture, and you do the same for the green pepper also. We have cucumber in there. This is a Persian cucumbers. You don't have to peel them and the seeds. Compared to the other cucumbers, the skins are too tough. You cut it in half, cut long, thin strips. Turn it over, and then cut it 1/4 of an inch. I'm going to put that aside. And then the onion, I want to show you a trick with the onion. The onion, you cut it in half. Just cut the end off. Here's one onion. You cut the end off, the onion where the greens will grow up. This is the roots. You cut that off, cut it in half, and you don't cut the end off. You take your skins, peel them back. This keeps all the onion from falling all over, so it's still in contact like that. You take your knife, cut thin strips all the way through so the onion is still intact. The onions aren't falling all over the place, and see it's still intact like that. And then you can cut it into thin strips, and then they're diced like that. So I've already pre-diced and cut these because otherwise you'd be cutting for a long time. Then I'm going to put that aside. Then you do parsley with this. I usually have curly hair parsley. I got all this ingredients at the farmer's market here. They didn't have curly, so you can use the flat leaf parsley. Rinse it off very good. Keep it in the bundle, and then you chop it fine. And you can use the stem, just like on cilantro you can use the stem because the flavor is still the same, whether you use it on cilantro. If you eat the stem, you can tell it tastes just like parsley. It doesn't look as pretty, I suppose, if you're doing a nice decorative salad, but I still go just for the flavor. I'm going to put this aside. You need me to talk about it? Okay. And then I'm going to cut the lemon now, although we don't need it raw. Cut the lemon in half. This is for the dressing because I want to get all this set aside. And then we have mint that goes in this. I use a lot more mint than this, but I'm going to show you the cutting technique. It's called chiffonade. You take the mint and you just roll it up. Usually you have bigger leaves, but I don't have any. You just roll it in a little ball, and then you cut long strips. And then they come out in a circle, and they're chiffonade. Then you just throw that into the mint salad. I use about 1/2 cup of that. Mix that, put it aside, and then I'm going to make a balsamic vinaigrette with that. I'm just going to use my bowl that I use the tabouli with. So you can go with your own liking with the balsamic. I usually go 1 cup of olive oil and 1/3 of a cup balsamic. If you like, you can get a balsamic glaze or a reduced balsamic and just use that instead with a little olive oil because it's a little sweeter and it's a little thicker. One thing with wheat berries, the berries are shiny and it doesn't, everything like the oil and the olive balsamics sort of slide off the berry because it doesn't, unless they're a broken berry when they're cooked. Anyway, I have a third of cup balsamic vinaigrette, a cup of olive oil. I have 2 garlic cloves chopped. Put that in there. Then I just take a half a lemon and I squeeze it. Get that in there. Get my whisk somewhere, whisk that together. Another thing is, if you do salt and pepper, I usually do it last, because if you put salt on your veggies, it'll draw the water off, so you end up with soggy, wet veggies. So you want to do that the very last thing if you want to add salt at all. You just need a little, because you want the flavor of the veggies and the herbs. You don't need that much. Mix that together, and voila, you have your tabbouleh salad. And this lasts for a good 5 to 6, almost up to a week if you have a cool fridge. If it's warm out, it wilts better. But you can also chop up more parsley and mint just to perk up your salad, because that with olive oil can make it flat. And there you got a beautiful, colorful salad. Good flavor, very healthy for you. Full grains, vegan, no dairy in it. So I'm gonna put that aside. And I have samples here.